Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back with another brand new episode of the Spfl show. Up to 16 now already, Div. Getting along mate. Well, we did supposed to have a full cast today, but as always, Ryan Murmoney is as reliable as he was when we were training for the charity match. That's non-existent. We'll start off with the first guest. The man is always here, never lets me down. It's Mr. Sharpdiv himself.
What's happening, people? How we all doing?
And as you can see, he's got wonderfully long, tall hair. It's Gogsy.
Hello there. Hello.
Hello there.
Good to be back.
Oh, hello.
Good to be back, lads.
I can see the internet quality is about the same, innit?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Santa wasn't good to you.
It's actually got worse in 2019.
Has it?
Probably. Yeah. That's a shame. Thank you to everyone already jumping into the chat. It's great to see. Hello, Stephen Lee. Hello, Vivius. Brilliant. Why did I choose the names I can't say? Callum McCauley, Ryan Patterson. Hello. Because there's obviously no games to discuss and break down, what we thought would be interesting was to bring our top 5 transfers so far this season. Well, in the winter transfer, myself, Div, Gogsy, supposed to be Ryan, but again, doesn't he turn up? Unreliable. So I thought we'll do that, we'll break that down, and then we'll also look to see what we can expect coming in the second half of the season, boys, if you fancy it.
Absolutely, mate.
That's good. If you're watching away live or even after the show, get involved in the comments. Let me know your 5 as we're breaking them down. 5 to 1. One's obviously been the best transfer so far. I went to transfer window. We'll read them out as we go along, and it should be pretty tidy. So, ladies and gentlemen, is there anything you want to talk about first before we dive into our top 5 lists?
Did you have a good Christmas and New Year?
I did, mate. I'm also excited for next Christmas. That's why I wear my Christmas jumper.
Yes,
It's almost time. Thank you. Appreciate it. Gogs, do you have a nice Christmas, son?
No, didn't get good Wi-Fi.
The only thing you asked for, Anna.
The only
I
thing.
know.
Maybe one day I'll get up there. Maybe. You never know.
Got some socks, though, so that's all right.
Did you get socks?
I got a light set. That was great.
Oh, yeah.
I never got anything for Gogsy, to be fair. It was going to be a Christmas party, but we just never invited Gogs.
It was class. I know, it was good.
Brilliant, wasn't it? It was good. I'm kidding, Gogs. Right, let's jump into our top 5 list. Let's start off with number 5. We'll start with you, Div. Who's your 5th best transfer signing so far this winter?
Right, well, obviously, when I was compiling this list, I done it from start to finish because in my eyes, the list made itself. Do you know what I mean? So, but I couldn't decide between these 2. So I've put 2 in here, and it's Ryan Gold to Hibs and Ollie Buck to Celtic. If you look at both their careers, both of them had such a promising start. And since then, it's just kind of went boom, 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 downhill. They've came back to Scotland. Gold came back to Scotland, I think, to try and revitalise career. Kenny, though, I feel as though as soon as he's made the switch back to the Scottish shores, that's ultimately where he's going to end up in the long term. I don't know if him digressing and coming back to Scotland is good for his career. Well, it probably is good for his career, but not his career in Portugal, I wouldn't imagine. No. And Oliver Buck, as his no last chance, but it's a chance for him to research such a promising career that was promised for him. The most expensive Scottish player ever of all time, 15 million quid. But he's literally not featured at all, really, has he? And senior play, he can't get a game for West Brom, so he's coming out to sell it. Will he start? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, his position is where James Forrest is. That's why I was looking forward to bouncing off Ryan to see what his thought is.
I know. I was wondering what Ryan's thoughts were going to be as well. I was looking forward to it, but Ryan has literally, guys, ghosted us. Like, not even sent a message in about 3 or 4 hours. So I don't know. Where he is.
He posts videos on his own channel, but he can't turn up to the show he's already agreed to. That's the kind of level you get. But thank you, Gogsy, for coming, mate. You're always reliable.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be here.
Brilliant. Appreciate that. Right, Gogsy, get me with your number 5. Who's the 5th best transfer in your words?
My number 5 is Ryan Gold.
Motherfucker. With Otto's Ryan Gold is number... See if this is the exact same list, I swear to God. Right, on you go. Why is Ryan Gold your number 5? Damn it.
Well,
we have the same list.
Well, because I was impressed by him at Dundee United in the few games that he played that I saw. And since then, of course, he's grown a bit since he left for Portugal. And I think he's just a great acquisition for Hibs. And I think there could be a chance that Hibs will sign him at the end of the season if he plays well.
There is definitely a chance. And what you were saying on there, Ryan Gold was one of these players that kind of exploded. What was he called? The mini Messi and everything. I remember doing his Dundee United.
Scottish Messi it was called because he basically broke onto the scene at 16-year-old in a really good Dundee United team at the time. The last good Dundee United team and the last ever good Dundee United team. And he was one of their star men, and that was a team with like Andy Robertson. Do you know what I mean? He made it look easy, and then he got the big switch over to Sporting, and since then he's had a few loan deals. And guys, I couldn't even tell you really how he's got on because I've not even seen the guy play. Do you know what I mean? He's not played for Sporting. Hardly ever. And now he's coming back to Hibs. It'll be hard to see. I think he would have got better, but maybe his game is adapted and changed, so we need to readapt to the Scottish game. It'll be interesting to see how that is. Do you know what I mean?
If you've been following like my channel for a while, I actually done a video on Gold about maybe 6 months ago now, where I was talking about some people, like high Scottish players that never really quite realised their potential. And he was on that list. And what's kind of been happening, well, we obviously went to Sporting Lisbon, and as they normally do with their youngsters, is they put them to their B squad, and then they loan them out to their feeder clubs to get games. But for whatever reason, even when Sporting went through that massive thing where they lost all their players when there was riots in their training, he still wasn't getting anywhere near their team. And he's just been playing odd here. There was a time where he was actually at a club and he was starting to play well out in Portugal. Then Sporting Lisbon fell out with them and dragged him back and then sat him for 6 months and never played him again.
That was a bit of a shambles. That was a shame on his.
Because he was just starting to play well in Portugal and he just got ripped away.
It was when he first moved over to Portugal, and I think Batchy was saying it on the last show, or not the last show, but the show before that, that the team he was playing for beat Sporting Lisbon, and like Sporting Lisbon split the dummy out the pram, like pulled. There was a few on loan, just pulled them, which is very shit on their behalf for their players' development. Do you know what I mean?
So he's been kind of unfortunate as well, but Gold coming back, he's got a ponytail now and a pencil moustache. I'm pretty sure Neil Lennon will get that sorted pronto because he's already going to be a target. I mean, you can't go out with that.
Mate, to be fair, he did used to kick about with the Gail Platt, didn't he, back in the day as well?
The bang.
I think he's got worse, man. I think like they say that the sun's supposed to be good for you. This foreign sun's supposed to be good for you. It's not been good for me, Goldie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we've got Dino. That's what he's coming. I'm see if it was a bandana or something like that, or like a headband. I'm gonna be hanging. But to be fair, he has got tremendous talent. That's why I put him on 5 on my list, because if he comes back and he can adjust very quickly, he will certainly unlock some doors for Hibs. I know Batchy wanted him to sign for Rangers, and he's been singing about that for a long time. But it'll be interesting to see. The one thing I'm worried about, and I've written here, is the physicality of the game is much different than it is in Portugal. So if he's adjusted to that, just wait till he plays like Hamilton or something like that, and that wee fake Scott Brown guy who just nails everyone, just comes in and just gives them a kick. We'll see how he is there.
If they can get close to him, do you know what I mean?
That's
Maybe
true.
They could before, so
that's true indeed, mate. That's true indeed. So that is why he was number 5 on my list. So if you're watching just now, give me some your names. That's number 5 on the list. Let's see if anyone's done it so far. There's a lot of talk about Jason Cummins to Hibs. I can see that. We might address that later. But who's number 5 on your list? I actually can't really see any names, mate. Can you?
I'm seeing... No, I'm not seeing any. We'll just give him a minute to fire them in.
Yeah, I think they've
I'm seeing some names, but we'll not say them just in case they're on the list. There's one, Oliver Buck, number 5, says Andy.
Yeah, Ross, as well as a channel moderator, he also puts number 5 is Ollie Buck. And I think that's basically it. Burke Gold coming in now. Ollie Burke's getting a lot of love at number 5. McCormack to well, that may or may not be mentioned later on down the list. Who actually knows? I can imagine it's going to be pretty high in fucking Goggs' list. He's been singing about it for 3 weeks. But anyway, let's move on to number 4 now. So Goggs, Div, just to confirm, you actually put Gold and Burke on the same one?
Aye, I couldn't decide between the two of them. But right. if I had to, because I look at this Burke and he's the most expensive Scottish player ever. So in a sense, it's like, it's interesting to see how he does.
Yeah.
But he's been a flop so far. Like he's not been given the opportunity, and he's not been good enough to take the opportunity when it's kind of been given to him either. But if I had to kick one of them at the list, I would get rid of Buck, because Gold's done it in the league. We've seen what he's about, and like Ollie Buck, I know he plays for Scotland in that. I know he was born Scottish, but the guy's English. Do you know what I mean? Like English accent, brought up in
Jordan
England.
Rhodes-esque.
Aye. So this guy's basically moving up the road to a place where he hasn't stayed either. But Gold's been here, done it. So if I had to kick one of them, I'd get rid of Buck, and I would keep Gold on the list at number 5.
It's just that he's lacky games. I've got to be honest, he's not on my top 5 list. he is an honourable mention. I've got a couple more. I might read out after it, but the reason I have is just since he's moved to obviously Germany, he's just not played enough games.
Yeah,
like and all you're buying right now is his name.
Aye, and there's nothing to fall back on either. With Gold, you can always fall back on. He's had successful times here in Scotland. With Buck, you can't fall back on anything. He's done well for the Scotland under-21s. Do you know what I mean? Like, what else? Yep. So
we all plan to bounce that off Ryan, but again, he's not here. So Rangers FC tips £5 to the chat. Thank you so much. He says, love the show, boys. Great to see you. Thank you, man. We greatly appreciate that. Right, number 4, Dev, who you got?
Right, so at number 4, I was to and fro between these two.
I can't do that. Right?
You know who I'm going to pick? I don't think you know who I'm going to pick because I before we go any further, I've not picked any pre-contracts. I don't know about you guys.
No, me neither, mate.
So at number 4, I've went with Timothy Weah, the Celtic signing. The Sonny, obviously, an absolute legend. If you've ever played FIFA, do you know what I mean? He's got a legend card in that.
Oh, yes.
His dad was absolutely class, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's good. And you don't really have anything to fall back on him for. I know that he's kind of went into the PSG squad, this player, and he scored a couple goals. But he's not had a senior career, do you know what I mean? He's 18 years old. And so I was trying to do a wee bit of research on him to see, like, is he worth the hype? And there was a quote for Neymar, which he says, what I've seen of his talent, he has everything to go and be one of the top attacking players in Europe. But at the end of the day, he's unproven. It's just the hype, really, why he's in my list. Do you know what I mean?
He's a very, very, like, I think, was it the Herald or something, or was it the Sun that put, Celtic have signed PSG's deadliest striker, and I went, fuck me, Cavani signed for Celtic. So I clicked on it, and I was like, the most clickbait title I've ever seen. I was like, nay, chansical. So yeah, because he had scored one goal in like 2 games. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, Cavani, like, that's a sign in that.
That's a bailer.
So then when I seen Timothy Weah, I was like, what the fuck is this? I was very impressed with that clickbait, to be honest with you.
I was impressed with that. Number 4, it was. Number 4, I've gone for Jermaine Defoe to Rangers.
Right. Do I expand on it?
Well,
I'm going to delete Ross McCormack from my list. Fuck you. That's it. Nah, on you go, mate. On you go.
Well, I just don't know whether, because we've had so many big players come up from England over the years, like Roy Keane. Just no.
He went big players. Roy Keane.
Just him.
I was just waiting for CJ to react, but never mind. But we've had big players come up from England before, and they've just cut the Scottish game. So whether or not Defoe does, we'll have to see. But I'm going for Defoe at number 4.
Defoe at number 4. Right, okay. Right, my list, I'm kind of going back and forth because I kind of didn't want it to be the same as yours, mate, because it's very similar to yours so far. So I'm going to sub out Way or whatever his name, because we've already discussed him. I'm actually going to throw in a Livingston signing.
Oh, I know who you're going.
I'm going to go with Greg Wild. Like wee Wildy.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a very good signing. Now, I'm probably going to get roasted for this or anything like that, saying, why is he above Gold or anything like that? But Yankee Livingston, what they have got and where their strengths are, they've been really lacking someone with pace. And literally all they've done is went, right, someone's played in the league before, who's fast? There he is, he's available. Been playing all right for Portsmouth. I can't even get bad rep because of the way he left Rangers and people call him a flop, but he's actually been doing pretty well for Plymouth. So the fact that he's came up here, they filled a gap in, I think he's going to be a very, very good signing for Livingston. Wins a lot of fouls, which obviously they're going to be specialised, the free kick set pieces. I think he's going to do very well for Livingston, to be honest. And that is why he's number 4 on my list. I know I'm already getting laughed at. I can feel it.
Oh, well, you were just trying to mix it up anyway, weren't you?
I was actually, because I had Way as well.
Wild was like my wild card as well. He's known my list, spoilers alert, he's known my list. But when he came through the ranks at Rangers and stuff, he was a promising player. I know he never really done well at St Mirren, didn't he not, when he went back there and stuff. But I actually have a decent wee story about Wild that I feel as though I'll tell you. So I made it my mission in like 2011, 2012. Made it my mission to get like my full top signed. So after the Rangers games, I would go to basically where the John Gregg statue is, and you would wait for the players and stuff. And Wild comes out, right? It was towards the end. Wild comes out, and I'm like, boom, a new name for the top. I go, Wild, Greggy boy. I don't know if I've told this story, by the way.
Greggy.
I say,
Gregory.
Can you sign my shirt, mate? Can you sign my shirt? So he goes, aye, no bother. And he goes to like grab my shirt, mate. he nipple cripples me. He grabs me by the nipple, but it's no harder. And then we just kind of look at each other, forget it's ever happened, and then he moves on. He grabs another part of the shirt, signs the shirt, and that's it. That's my love story with Greg Wild.
Mate, you've just messed up a clickbait title. You could have literally been, hey, Greg Wild assaulted me, feeling capitals.
Fuck you out.
You could have just done that.
He nipple crippled me.
Was it a sair one, or was it like, did he full on?
No, it was a bit kinky. No, I mean, it was a bit. It was a wee.
Interesting.
He went in there with his tongue.
Right.
Wee nip.
I'm going to put him number 1 on my list now that I've heard that story. I just want to give great. Shit, it's actually just flew off. Gogsy Spot, that's his name, says 199. He tips to the chat. He says, hi, lads. So, hi, mate. Thank you so much. So, he was number 4 is going to be my list. And again, just the reasons, because I'm sure they're going to get laughed at. They're a set-piece specialist team, and he's one of the most foul players when he was at Plymouth, so I think it's actually going to work out very well, and we'll get loads of easy goals. So let's see what folks had to say. Adam Oliver says number 4, Tansy. Decent shout there as well.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Tansy.
We Tansy. Andy Taker chips Ryan Golden at number 4. Let's see if anyone else has put anything in. Andy Taker just says that. Peter Ramsey says Ross McCormack at number 4. Andy D says Miller to Dundee at number 4. I think he's maybe meaning the full season or something like that, rather than just in. Remember, we're just focusing on the winter transfers only. And the last one we'll actually read out comes from It comes from Barry Lynn. He says number 4, Glenn Kamara. Interesting one. Good tidy shout. Looks like a good player. But let's move on to number 3, and it's going to be Div starting off at number 3, mate.
Right, so this time I'm actually going for the most expensive Scotsman ever. I'm including him as it because I'm not including Ollie Bucks. I know I said it right, but come on, he's English, isn't he? He's English. Do you know what I mean? This is why we needed Ryan here. I was going to say that, but Ryan was going to get triggered. Do you know what I mean?
All my material for like dissing Ryan, like and dissing the Celtic players are just gone, wasted.
Ryan was going to get triggered over that one, right? It's Ross McCormack, 2 Motherwell. I think it's a really good signing. He's still only 32 years old. I say he was one of the most expensive Scottish players ever, and that was from a transfer from Leeds to Aston Villa, I believe, for 12 million quid. Was it Fulham? Fulham, sorry, my bad. Fulham for 12 million quid. A lot of money are thrown about down there in England in the second league. Like, crazy so much money, do you know what I mean? But I'm choosing him. Every single place where McCormack has went, he's scored goals. He's been a Scottish internationalist. I think he'll score goals for Motherwell as well. The only place that he's not scored goals was Aston Villa, and that's when he fell out with the manager. So
because he couldn't climb a fence.
There we go.
It's an interesting one. Gogs, who's your number 3 in your list, mate?
My number 3 is Oliver Buck to Celtic.
All right, okay, interesting. Why'd you put that?
Because I just thought I was quite hyped about him. And he's actually originally from Cooper, like his dad's used to work in the place that I live.
Oh, so I thought it was Kirkcaldy or something. Mm-hmm.
No, Cooper, mate.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
that's why I've gone for Oliver Buck at number 3.
Number 3. And Gogs, I swear to God, I'm not actually copying your list, mate. I've got him at number 3 as well, but I've kind of fired in some lists. And I've put in some reasons, because you look at his actual career, he's got 74 goals in 172 games playing up front. That's actually a really good time, especially when he was playing so many games so young, especially in the Championship. I think he's... Man, I tell you, I said in the chat, as soon as you said that, Gogs, a couple of days... before it happened, I said to him, that's an unbelievable signing. And I was actually quite annoyed, because I was like, he'll get you goals. And he could score for anywhere, free kicks, fucking inside the box, outside of the box. I remember during his time at Leeds, because my uncle Bill, he's a massive Leeds fan. That's like who he supports, like his English team. Because don't he watch them all the time? And he absolutely would rave about Ross McCormack. He was going to take us to the league and everything. And when Leeds actually sold him, they all went mental. Didn't work out from Villa. He's played in the Aussie League, which you can say is tin pot or whatever you want, but he's still scoring goals. And I genuinely think he'll score a lot of goals for Motherwell, and it's annoying. It's annoying.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
The only good thing for me personally, though, is he's very hard to fit into teams, which you saw at Villa. Just because you've got a natural goal scorer doesn't mean he's going to fit a play style. And Motherwell, no being funny, I'm not taking piss at you, Gogs, but you're a bit hammer throwers, throw the ball into the box.
Not anymore. We sold Ryan Bowman.
Sold or just gave away.
Sold him for 35k, so that's all right.
That's good. It's probably the damages that he's put in players' faces. Every time he got fined by the club.
Where did he go?
Exeter, isn't it?
Exeter, yeah.
That's right. Exeter. So I think it's going to be an interesting one. If they can fit his play style and get him the ball in and around the box instead of just lumping it in, he'll score a lot of goals. And again, set piece wise, he's probably now the best free kick taker in the league. I'm trying to think who's up there. Andy Halliday. But I genuinely think so. Like, look at his goal scoring ratio for free kicks. It's frightening.
It's decent. But the only thing I'll add to him is the last time that I seen him play, the highlights that I saw for it was when he was playing alongside Usain Bolt. Did you see that? Usain Bolt scored a double in the game. Do you know what I mean? And I think McCormack scored 2 as well. But McCormack was looking like he was carrying some timber. He wasn't looking in great shapes. Do you know what I mean? And he's never been somebody that's looking pure trim and stuff. But he just looked a wee bit. He was carrying a wee bit more extra weight.
A bit stocky.
Stocky. Still scoring goals though. So. We've seen Chris Boyd.
That's literally Chris Boyd's been fucking carrying timber for about 20 years and he's still here banging Dylan Lowe chips in with number 3, says Jordan Jones. Again, that's another pre-contract signing, and again, that's a signing I think is going to work out very, very well. Let's see if anyone else has put any in, because there's a lot to talk about other stuff. Jacko says number 3, Ross McCormack. Liam 27 says recalling Ryan Hardy. I mean, that's pretty much a decent little cheeky shout there. I know you can photo with that one. Fair play. Liam 27 says Boyata to Rangers on the 29th. Well done. Good. That was a good signing. Good signing. Yeah. And the last one we'll read it comes from Finton 44. It says Davis at number 3. Right. Moving on to, in fact, I'll start with you, Div. Gogsy for this one. Number 2 on your list.
Hey. Timothy Weah.
Fuck off.
I'm kidding. I'm actually going to recall it as one of my own transfers. Jake Hasty being recalled from Motherwell. He's a young winger that has impressed in the Ivory Cup, and I think he's going to be part of Motherwell's resurgence for the top 6, hopefully, for the second half of the season.
Sorry, can you repeat his name, mate? I never really heard you say his name.
Jake Hasty.
Jake Hasty, I'll look more into him, mate. How many appearances has he fired in?
He's hardly played in the first team, but he played for Alloa in the first half of the season. And he was really good for them.
Left winger, I'm seeing it now. I just played in League 1, 3 goals, 6 assists. Is he quick? What's interesting about him? Because I've never heard of him.
He's a sort of player you want to play the ball right in front of him so you can run onto it and then cut it back for the striker.
So that's probably going to go hand in hand with Ross McCormack then, because that's what he lives on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good shout. Div, I'll go with you next, mate.
I'm going. It was between 2 people. Obviously, like any.
Oh fuck! Wait, I'm gonna go because if I pick the same one as you again, it's gonna be like I've just copied your list, right? Because it's obviously between the 2 that we've both got on our list. Shit, who do I go with? Right, I'm gonna try and mix up. Right, I'm gonna go ahead of Div because I feel like we've got it the same, and I'm not getting the comments saying I've copied them. Number 2, I've went with Stephen Davis, and it was very hard to go with Stephen Davis. I was going back and forth between my number 1, but I went with Davis at number 2. I know. I think he's going to be a brilliant signing. I think he's going to be exactly what we need. Another leader in the dressing room, going into the second half of the season, can do a bit of everything. You've seen the support and the love he got for the Southampton fans after he left. That's when you can really tell a player's gave his all during his 6 years at Southampton. They're just fully praising him. Just fell out with the manager. Manager's played his different play style. Doesn't fit him anymore. He's brought back in here. Again, leadership. Played here before. Captained us before. I think he's going to be a very special signing this season, and Stephen Davis is number 2 on my list. Devaniel.
Well, CJ, your fears were incorrect because at number 2, I've got Jermaine Defoe.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough.
So went with Defoe. He's the 7th highest goal scorer in Premier League history. 162 goals in that league. That's in front of Ian Wright, Teddy Sheringham, Dwight York, Robin Van Persie.
York?
Yep, Dwight York. Have you not seen the most? Have you not seen the most liked picture on Instagram? 26 million likes.
Yeah, stay York.
You seen it, Gogsy? 26 million likes.
No.
All right. Don't keep up with the trend. Right, Dwight York. More goals than him. He's 1 goal behind Robbie Fowler. And one of the arguably greatest players in Premier League history is only 13 goals behind him, and that's Thierry Henry, right? But he's 36-year-old. How much does Jermaine Defoe have left? If he's got 20% left, I think that he'll be able to get 15 goals in this league.
Yeah.
Depending on game time, obviously. He's a prolific striker, one of the best strikers, finishers that England's ever produced. Honestly. And I think...
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. I think...
I'm not fucking wrong, dog. Just shut up when I'm talking, please.
The facts are there. The facts are there in black and white. Do you know what I mean? The goals that the guy has scored, if he's got anything left, and everybody goes back to, he's played, 18 games in 18 months or something like that, 4 goals in that time. He's behind a really, really promising striker at Bournemouth, and that was Callum Wilson, who is electric, fit, and another big boom. Do you know what I mean? Josh King as well. And I think he's a really, really promising player. Played in World Cups and scored a goal in the World Cup as well versus Slovenia. Do you know what I mean? You know what you get with the guy. Goals. Aye. And if you were excited about Jason Cummins, how can you not be excited about this man? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, that's a fucking beast on end line there. Number 2, we'll read out some of the people coming from Darren Muir, always on the channel. Thank you so much, Darren. He says number 2, Stephen Davis. Dylan Lowe says number 2, Davis on my list. David Frew says number 2 with Davis as well. Jacko Davis getting a lot of love at number 2. Bob Steele, exactly the same as you, Div, says Defoe. And let's see, we'll jump to, actually, let's just get to number 1s, shall we? This shall be exciting. I think everyone knows what mine is, so I'll go last. There's no anticipation there. But Div, and we can who your number 1 is as well. So Gogsy, see if this is some fucking Motherwell reserve who's played 1 game in his entire career. Gogs, I'm gonna go mental.
He's not said the man yet. He's not said the man yet, has he?
No, he hasn't. Oh, right. You can redeem yourself here, Gogsy. Take it away, son. Who's number 1?
Ross McCormack. Back to Motherwell.
What?
He's not even said Stephen Davis.
Do you know what? I just recognised. No. I knew who his number 1 was, and then realised he's no said Stephen Davis.
Because I knew you used to would say Stephen Davis.
Right, but where would they rank then if you weren't just trying to mix it up? Where would you put Stevie?
Well, probably third or second.
Right, who are you getting ready?
Probably Timothy Weah because.
I get you, mate. That was a substitute appearance, and I get that. Yeah. It's fine. Right, on you go. Take it away. You can talk about Ross. On you go. Have your moment.
Well, the fact he is the top scorer in Championship history is one of the biggest reasons. Yeah, he is. And the fact is just a level above the Spfl. Hopefully you can cut it at Spfl.
Yep.
Yeah.
That just kind of cut out there, Gogsy. That's why I was laughing.
Yeah, I know. It's the shite Fife Wi-Fi.
It seems to be like everywhere else in the world goes forward, Cooper or whatever, just goes backwards.
Go back.
Yeah, yep.
Happy New Year. Do you know what I mean?
Fantastic.
So you're excited then? Excited for this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's a question. Has Scott Brown licked the transfer window yet?
Has what?
Dev got it.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, CJ?
No, I just heard. Scott. Say it again.
No. Has Scott Brown licked the transfer window yet?
I'm just saying, as Scott Brown.
He says, to quote Gogsy, has Scott Brown licked...
In his accent.
Do you get what I mean? Like, has Scott Brown licked the transfer window? Like, yeah,
I say that right enough. Get on me. Someone says, just get Ethernet cable, please, Gogsy. Right,
oh, yes,
so number 1, Dev, you can go, mate, and I'll finish off.
Oh my God, man! Somebody near and dear to the heart, Stevie Boy Davis. I have looked far and wide for my picture with Stevie Davis because I had to post it, but I cannot find it. It was on the old BlackBerry. It was a profile picture. If you know the BBM days, then you are old. You are old. Do you know what I mean? So, Stevie Davis, 306 appearances representing a Premier League team, came up to Scotland, Player of the Year, 3 in a row, UEFA Cup final, Old Firm goals, Scottish Cup final goals, Northern Ireland captain, and still Northern Ireland captain, 107 appearances for his country, led them to the Euros, boom. May I say any more? Drops mic.
Just cuts off. Man, if you just left, like you just exit,
Aye.
I'm out. I kind of knew you were going to... I know your love for Stephen Davis, mate, so I kind of get that. I want to just read out one person. Ross puts number 1. It says, but Bale. I believe that's the striker for Celtic. And I had a great line to use against Ryan because I knew he was going to be in the list and say he scored a similar amount of goals as what Sebo did in that league. But again, he's not here, so that's just ruined that joke as well. What's the fucking point, eh? Absolute waste of time. But anyway, let's get to number 1 on my list, and it's going to be Jermaine Defoe. Now, just in case you don't know, if you've never seen or anything, that Manglish team that I have supported since I was very young is Tottenham Hotspur, since my dad bought me a shirt with Gaza on the back. And I've seen Defoe play right and through his entire Spurs career, even when he left and then he came back. And he's moving in the books just fine. It doesn't matter if he's played consecutive games. It doesn't matter if he's been out 6 months with a hamstring knee injury, whatever it is. Comes back in, he's always scored goals. Even when we were dropping him out the team and he would come on for 5 minutes, rusty, he would still score goals. I've seen him score every type of goal. Volleys, left foot, right foot, dinking the keeper, going by him. The only thing he can do is shoot for range. That's about it. Like on the grunt. That's like his weak point. So maybe that's a defensive tactic for the opposition team. But a lot of people say, oh, but his age and everything like that. Defoe's just a different animal. And Gerrard spoke about how he's a young 36-year-old, you know what I mean? He just gets stuck in, goes, looks after himself all his career. You never hear bad stories about shit he does off the field. He's always looked after himself. And I genuinely think he's going to score 20 goals. Like in total, like cup games, everything as well. I'm 20 goals because I think we're going to play 2 up front. You've got Morelos, Bully, 3 defenders, and the space that's going to be left for him.
Yeah, I'm genuinely excited to see what Steven Gerrard does now. Does he play that 2 up front, or does he do like for like?
Me.
Do you know what the great thing is now, but for Rangers, is the fact that like we can go to matches and teams won't necessarily now know how we're going to approach it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're different. We can play different ways now, and it will be very interesting to see how he does. And to go back to what you were saying, he really just is an incredible human being. Isn't he? He's a credible human being.
Absolutely. He's just a beautiful human being.
Just a beautiful human being.
Great character.
Just to talk about some of the shit he's done off field, man. Do you know what I mean? I think he was born in St. Lucia. He's got a foundation. He goes over there, builds schools and stuff. Like he's just an awesome guy. Do you know what I mean? A true professional. So I have no doubts what he can do up here in Scotland. It will be interesting though to see what.
And the reason I actually put him number 1 is I believe he's going to have the biggest impact on like the way, because we seem to struggle against teams that just sit back and defend. But now we've got different options and different characters, and I think he's going to just add a whole new dynamic, a whole new headache, and that's going to create other opportunities. So that's why I was kind of going back and forth between Davis, because I absolutely love Davis as you can down that. But I went Defoe will probably be the biggest impact on changing how we played since the first half. And Gerrard talking about 3-5-2s, 4-5, 4-4-2s, all this teasing he's doing. I can't handle it.
The lot.
Fucking sick. But so that's why he's number 1 on my list. Let's see who's number 1 on people's list as well if they've fired them in. I think we've kind of addressed everyone that's actually in it though. What's that guy's name? Van Eyck. What's that?
Vanacek.
Is that him? It's for Hearts?
Aye, that's a Czech boy Hearts thing.
Yeah,
the Czech boy Hearts thing. Right, number 1 is anyone else? Number 1 to Yaya Toure. Who's he supposed to be signing for?
Celtic. But, no, Celtic came out and denied it and says that they don't want him. So,
that's like the Wanyama thing. He's been injured for 18 months. I follow Spurs. He's fucking played 4 games in 18 months. He's still injured. I know Pochettino talked. He's going to maybe have another knee surgery. Damn. And I'm seeing all this thing saying, oh, he's going to... I'm like, the guy can't even walk, doesn't he? You know what I mean? Like, he can't even walk. It's just so weird. But anyway, Defoe's getting a lot of love at number 1 from the people. And now we move away from our transfers and we say some expectations for the second half. And also, if you want some predictions for coming up games, you want to get back into that, Gogs, eh?
Absolutely.
Why no?
Before we finish off, by the way, I just want to say some of the losses, I think, from the transfer windows. Adam Hamill, he's actually left St Mirren.
Holy shit, I didn't see that.
He went back to Scunthorpe.
Oh, fair play, because he has been exceptional, so...
He's been recalled or something like that, or that's crippling them badly. Like we talked about how he was going to pretty much keep them up, So I saw that and I was like, that's a gut punch. Greg Stewart for Kilmarnock is just...
Oh, my God, mate.
Mate.
Oh,
like,
wow.
he's like their best player. You know what I mean? Especially in the first half of the season. So they had Jordan Jones, they had the Brobe, the Wolf, and then they had Greg Stewart. They were the three guys for them. Jordan Jones signed with Rangers. Greg Stewart's gone, and there's a lot of talks about Brobe's even going down to the Championship. I can't remember what team it is, but
Leeds.
The Leeds. Aye.
What a move that would be for Brophy, by the way.
I hope it doesn't happen. I hope he stays and joins us. But anyway, just trying to read out one last little comment because from Andy Taker, he says, Siege Novo and Sharpdiv, I've got the fear that Defoe's going to be like Boyd in his second stint at Rangers.
Nah.
That's never going to happen. Boyd came expecting a certain thing, and then in the champ thought he was just going to walk it. I don't think his attitude was right, and he just...
I don't think the atmosphere was right to be with everybody, really, in that whole scenario. I mean,
that season was just off.
The following season, Boyd was up for Player of the Year in the top flight and scored, I think it was the top goal scorer in the league.
Yeah, you know? There's a lot of problems on and off the field during that season, and I think everyone sort of played bad. We played shite.
Just a few. Know what I mean? Just a few.
Just a couple. So we'll move on from there then, and let's get to some expectations for the second half of the season. Obviously, not going to go full in depth because we've done that kind of the first episode and stuff. But just a wee update. Div, what's your expectations going into the second half of the season? What's going to be happening in your mind?
Oh, goals, hopefully, for Rangers.
That'd be nice.
Hopefully. I thought that it was really promising for us in the Old Firm, obviously. And in the end, it was just too easy. Do you know what I mean? I went out after the game and just kind of thinking, I wish that was a wee bit harder. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Been waiting ages for it. But I thought the way that we managed that game was exceptional. Going into the new season, I still think there's fine margins. I still think there's a title race on. I don't want to look at like teams that are playing really well and say that they are going to just keep falling off. But I do expect like Kelly and stuff to slow down. In terms of the title race, I think that if you want to go out and put myself in a win, I think Rangers will take it. The reason that I think Rangers will take it is experience. And then you can always go back and say, oh, but these boys will get experience and stuff. And you go look at all the Celtic players like Rogic and Brown and Forrest, not these players. But I just think the experience that Rangers have brought in, and Steve Davis and Jermaine Defoe and McCauley at the back as well, and Alan McGregor, right through the spine, to be quite honest, right through the spine. Aye. And if these players can come in and hit the ground running, I think that experience will take us over the edge. Look over at Celtic, they're signing some projects. I would describe them as
long-term
projects. Projects in the terms that these players can come like a Masonda and they could absolutely flop, or they could come and they could take over the league.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? History would say that they're going
to... Madrid tried to sign this man for his performance against them. But did they play Brendan?
He was brilliant against Kelly, wasn't he? That boy, Masonda. It's still interesting. We'll see what the rest of January has to offer. Some teams can go out and get some decent signings still, and do you know what I mean, and increase their chances and stuff. But that's how I see it going. I think experience is very, very key. I always said January was going to be so important. Going into the new season as well, Celtic have still got 2 European hangovers to overcome. Rangers don't. So I think that's a factor, and we'll just see. We'll see.
Gogsy, what's your expectations for the old Well? How he's getting on in the second half?
I think we'll do very well. Pardon the pun.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hopefully another trip to Hampden as well, but I don't know about that. Just goes to show how the cup draw goes. I think we'll end up, if we scrape past Ross County on Saturday, I think we'll end up getting Rangers or Celtic in the next round, because no one wants Motherwell back at Hampden, do they?
No,
we won't even fill our section. But
I mean, to be fair, to be fair, Aberdeen never even filled it either, did they? So don't be harsh on it too much. I think you've done it in the right way. At least your club acted professionally when you sold them. You didn't
definitely
scatter sell them.
Yeah.
You're right. But I think we've got a chance, an outside chance of maybe reaching the top 6 thanks to Ross McCormack and another boy we signed in Gaboli Araibi from Nottingham Forest. We signed. He's another fast player. Yeah, so hopefully we can change our style completely and maybe revert back to our previous Motherwell team when we played 4-3-3.
It's going to be difficult to break top 6 because it's 13 points. That's that's
the difference.
Cover, but you've got a goal scorer now, mate, and as long as you've got a goal scorer on the field, because you've not really had one. I'm not trying to.
Our problem is
that was the last one I would say.
Our problem in the first half of the season was we lost too many games 1-0. We lost about 6 or 7 games 1-0.
I was like a Michael Owen. The problem with the first half of the season is we lost too many games.
No, but 1-0. That was the most annoying part. It was just 1-0. It just showed that we didn't have a goal scorer, and now we've got one, hopefully, in Ross McCormack. You never know.
Just for your prediction, mate, how many goals do you think he's going to score?
8, I think.
Okay.
8 goals? Yeah. How much do you think Ross McCormack will score? I'm going to say I'll give him double figures. I'll go 10.
I'll
go 11 and I'll go one above. I was going 10 as well. But it all depends which Ross McCormack turns up. Is it the hungry one to fight Ross McCormack, or is it the one who's on heavy wages now, isn't really giving a fuck and just being like, right, I'm just here for 6 months, waiting for my Aston Villa contract, and then I'm away to China. You know what I mean? It could be either way.
You're right, yeah.
You just never know. There's a lot of talk about him moving to China and everything like that, but the deal fell through in the summer, so who actually knows where his head is actually?
CJ,
yeah.
Did you not do a video about Ross McCormack a couple of months ago?
I spoke about because the links or something like that, like rumours and transfer rumours. I spoke about him probably going to go to China rather than head, but I broke it down. I'm a big fan of Mike. He's a very good player.
Oh, aye.
Sure, I've got a lot more Scotland. I still remember his goal was against Porto, Div, for Rangers. I was at that game with my dad. I'm sure it was against Porto or some team in the Champions League for Rangers, and he was just a young lad, and I was like, I like him. Never quite worked out from
Paul Le Guin get rid of him, didn't he? So
can't even mind what happened, mate. Just
it was Le Guin.
Le Guin, was it?
Le Guin.
My expectations for the league have kind of been always the same since the start. I've always said Rangers are going to win it. Go back, check my prediction video. That's what I'm saying. And it's even more reaffirmed now that I've seen the players were brought in, the spine were fixed. I think every single player, basically, apart from the Giants, the Sadiq's kind of took well to the league. You know what I mean? It's very rare that players actually, like a manager, can bring in folk. It's just going to improve and perform. So I've been very impressed. I do think the way it's going to go, though, I don't think like Rangers going to steamroll it and Celtic. I think Celtic will win the Old Firm game at their ground. I think Rangers will, it'll go back and forth. I think the home game, just like the old seasons that passed, whoever's at home usually wins or draws. And it's going to be the teams that 10 at the back is going to defend the title. It's going to determine who wins at Rangers and Celtic. I think Hearts will come back and play better. A lot of their boys now are now fit. The winter break's kind of been perfect timing for them. So I think you'll see them sort of recover. But I think St Mirren and Dundee's going to fight. And I think I'm going to change my mind. I was fully on the Dundee down train. I'm going to change to St Mirren because I've lost Hamill.
I'm going to join you. I'm going to join you. Aye.
He's their spark and now he's gone.
Obviously, it is very hard to say how everybody's going to do because, we don't know. We'll soon see.
That's why the predictions are just fun and banter.
Just a wee bit of fun.
It's just a wee bit of fun.
I know we're going to win the league.
Fucking 55's coming in, mate. Right. Is anybody? Can you get the matches sort of loaded up? We'll break through the old prediction-ons and we'll see. Let's see what other folks had to say in the chat as well. Johnny Allen says Kelly to finish 5th. I've been really disappointed with Kelly's transfer so far. I thought because they're playing so well that they would go out and try and sign someone, but there's just no link with anyone. It's weird. Other players are leaving.
They've done hee-haw.
You'd think they would. I know it's lack of budget and everything like that, but surely they would try to just loans or something. You know what I mean?
Yep. Right. So we're going to go for the SPFL games.
Let's go.
Scottish Cup.
Nah,
that's a lot of games. Aye. Right. So first one, Kelly Rangers. What we saying?
Kelly is at their ground, isn't it?
That's at their ground.
Alright, plastic pitch, Jermaine Defoe. I'll go with Rangers. I'll tell you the day before. Right, Div, you can take it away, son. I can't do my prediction with that.
I think it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting to see if Jones plays in the match. You know what I mean? That would be mad. And I think with Kelly losing such a key player in Stewart, that we'll go there and get the win as well. Because it's been we've already beat them there in August. We pummeled them. Obviously, that was a cup
we were playing in the fucking charity match. We missed it.
Aye. Morelos likes a goal against them, so I'm going to go for 3-1 to Rangers. 3-1.
3-1. Gogs?
going to go 3-0 Rangers. I just think Rangers will be far too strong for Kelly.
Tidy me, I like this. I really thought it was going to be much higher. Liam 27 says Rangers 3-1. Chas Moth says Rangers 5-1. Raccoon says 5-0 Bears. Oof. Donkey Punch says 4-0 to the Rangers. Adam Oliver says a Jordan Jones own goal.
Oh,
like, see if it's tight at 1-1.
That's quite right.
Fucking kicks it back to the goalie. Fucking what? And just goes and tweets it, we are the people at the end of the game. Fucking lad. Right, next match.
Next match, Hamilton versus Aberdeen.
Ooh, Hamilton at home, aye?
Yep. Whatever team I read out first, they're at home, guys.
Aye, because you did it like a normal human being. Remember when Ryan was reading them out last week?
Aye,
he was like, he's saying it like mixed up. And I was like, so Celtic at him? He's like, no. I was like, right, I'll go 1 each. 1 each,
sure, man.
Yeah.
But what about you, Gogsy?
I'm going to go 3-1 Aberdeen.
3-1 Aberdeen.
Aye.
Right, new year, new me. I think that Aberdeen will win the match 2-0.
Oh.
I think they'll have too much.
No, the game, Ray.
New year, new me, Gogsy.
Emery's dead to me. That was first half of the season.
That was first half, aye. What I did see
shite anyway.
When they were over in Dubai, Cosgrove get player of the month and McInnes get manager of the month. Sam Cosgrove, why is he turned into the most prolific striker that's ever been seen on these shows? Why is it
he'd be dangerous? Because he's a big bastard.
Aye. If he can control his temperament and like keep scoring goals, like
be vital for that.
That's what Aberdeen have been needing.
Yeah, for a very long time. The reason I have to explain my draw on in case I'm just hating because I'm always pretty honest and channel. I think when McInnes came out and says Aberdeen aren't in the title race and Celtic will blow the league away, I think when you've got a manager, right, your team's performed so well, they've got them back in the position that your manager comes out and says, "Oh, we have not got a chance. Celtic's going to walk the league." I think that's bitch mentality. I think he's a Celtic cuck, and I will always say that now. I think he just gives everything up to them. Terrible man. I don't think he's there. Like, we'll get players firing, so I think you'll start to see Aberdeen dropping some points. So 1-1.
Or do you not think that's mind games?
No,
it could potentially be mind games, but I don't think it is at this stage.
He does that all the time. Every cup final, he's like, "I'm just happy to be here."
I could understand if McInnes came out and said that he doesn't think that Aberdeen are in the title race. But for him to also, because I've seen managers in the past come out and say that.
Pochettino does that every week.
Aye, Pochettino does it. I've seen Mourinho do it. I've seen Guardiola. I've seen all of them do it. And for him to say that also Celtic are going to stroll it, I think it's a bit what you do.
I just didn't like it. If you said the first part, like you said, understand, Poch does that every week. Now we're not in the title race. But he never mentions they'll win it. You know
no, exactly. What are you doing? By the way, update on Ryan. He messaged into the chat, CJ.
What did he say?
He says his internet was off, a.k.a. he's a lazy bastard.
Yeah, that's
so's mine though, and I'm still here.
Exactly.
Dogsy has never been on. All right.
I'm still somehow here.
Brilliant. Right, next one. Celtic St Mirren.
Oh, I had done that joke last time, because I went 1-0 St Mirren and Ryan went Celtic's at home and I went 2-0 St Mirren. I'll go 1-1. 1-1.
1 each.
I can't. They've lost that in the Hamilton everything, mate. Like, this is gonna be a fucking cricket score.
Well, they're literally just saying that St Mirren are going down.
I don't think they'll get another.
1 each.
Celtic 1-0.
Right. What are you saying, Gogsy?
I'll go 5-2 to Celtic.
2 goals for St Mirren.
St Mirren's no scoring the rest of the season. Come on.
No, you never know. You never know.
I'm going to go 1-0 to Celtic as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
I think everyone's expecting a cricket score. And like St Mirren's just they've got no creative now, so they're just going to put like 11 at the back. I think they're going to be a hard team. Like they're going to get beat 1-0 the rest of the season. I want to read out some people's thoughts. Dylan Lowe says 3-1 to Celtic. Adam Oliver says 5-0 Celtic. Johnny Allen says Celtic 2, St Mirren 1. And JV Cam 96 says St Mirren to beat Celtic 1-0. Yes, JV. Tidy, I like it. Next games?
Next one is Hearts versus Dundee. I'll go first in this one. I think Hearts will have too much for Dundee, even though I'm starting to feel like it'll be St Mirren that go down. Still think Hearts will have a big resurgence, and I think that they'll beat Dundee pretty comfortably.
Yeah, Dundee. I'll go 3-0 Hearts. 3-0. Solid 3-0. Naismith to score 5 goals. 2 offsides. See if that comes in, by the way, I'm going to fucking go viral. Can you imagine?
And you've not put any money on it, man. Shame on you.
That sums up.
Don't gamble, kids.
No.
Well, knowing that.
And they buy FIFA Ultimate Team packs. The YouTubers are scamming you. That's it. They get paid.
Oh, mystery boxes. Don't buy
any of that shit. It's all a scam. They get paid for that. Trust me. I get emails. Right.
I'll go 3-1 to Hearts with Kenny Miller to score.
3-1. All 4.
Probably.
Right. Next one we're reading out.
St Johnstone, Livingston.
Wait, what was that? I missed that, mate.
St Johnstone, Livingston.
St Johnstone's playing really well. I like Livingston. I'll go with a score draw, 1 each.
Nice. I'm also going to go 1 each. I'll go 1 each too.
Right, to be different, it'll be 0-0. I was gonna say,
you know what? To be different, I'm gonna go a draw, but no.
But no this time. No.
I was gonna say 1 each, but I thought, let's spice it up.
Nice. Stuart Snedden says 1-1. Only it's you says 1-0. Coy Crofter says Livy 2-1. I like that scoreline. I hope Livy win. Bob Steele says 2-1 to Livy. Blue Ranger says Hearts 2-1 against Dundee. Fair, mate. Oh, sorry, I forgot to read them out. And Christopher Gibson says 2-1 to Livy. Next game.
Final game. I've saved them to last deliberately because I just can't wait for this. Motherwell Hibs. We'll go with me first. Then we can go CJ. Then we can end it on Gogsy. I think it'll be 1-0 to Motherwell in this one. I think Motherwell will take it.
I think it'll be 2-1 to Motherwell. McCormack to score a penalty in the 86.5 minute. And yeah, that's it.
Right, Gogsy.
I'll take a 1 each draw.
Wow.
Every single time you've been on this show, you've never picked Motherwell to win once.
Deliberately, no, never.
Fucking never. Never done one. Last time you said they were going to get beat 4-1.
I said that twice.
Okay, actually, Michael Stewart says 6 each. I'll take that. Sure, what was that? Remember a Scottish game did finish 6 each? Was it like Hibs versus
Motherwell Hibs?
Was
Motherwell Hibs.
That's right. I remember.
Hibs Rangers 5 each last season as well.
That's right. Aye. Ashley Trainer says 2-1 to Well. David Parson says 1 each. Dean Collison, sorry mate, says 3-1 to Hibs. And the last one really comes from Scottish Trekkie. It says 4-2 to Hibs. So that is us for all predictions.
That's us, bro. That's it.
Oh, mate, that's done and dusty. So we'll come back next week. Everyone will be back. We'll be breaking down the games. But thank you for tuning in and watching this sort of random SPFL. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Again, whether you're watching live or after it. If you don't mind hitting the like button as well, it definitely helps the channel and shows that people actually are still interested in the series. And as long as I keep interest, we'll obviously keep doing it. It's been fun. I think we'll add a lot more stuff as the season goes on. But I'm having fun. 16 episodes in. It's a good laugh.
I think the cast has been brilliant tonight. They're not. You'll not get better than this.
You want to get better than this free. We might just keep it this free because they're fucking reliable. I'll fucking speak to them. You wouldn't be surprised if he's not on next week. Right, that's all I'll say. Gogsy, maybe tell them where they can find you on the internet.
Yeah, on YouTube at Gogsy99. I've just reached 6.2k subs. So
bright mate, congratulations, mate.
It's all going all right.
Well done,
lads.
Div.
sharpdiv on Instagram.
Oh, just hitting the Insta.
That's just I'm on Instagram.
Every time you upload like a picture of lifting weights, I'm always like lifting like a can of juice or a donut. I'm just like, yeah, this is me. This is it.
I rate that.
Fiona just looks at me like, can you not go to the gym? I'm like, shh. All right, I'm working on my before picture. You know what I mean? I'm still in that stage. You know what I'm saying?
The best thing to do is to get as far out of shape as possible so that your after photo looks incredible.
See, when we start doing the charity match next year, I'm gonna be fucking blown up my ass. I'll be like Big Minnie, like just not being able to move. You know what I mean? But that is going to be the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. That was Div, that was Gogs, and I'm CJ Over 92. We will be back next week. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.